bringing news that matters to you. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition.
Welcome back. More heat for the Grand Bahama Power Company as the Coalition for Concerned Citizens renews its call for a reduction in the cost of electricity. Now that the holidays are over, members of the Coalition for Concerned Citizens say they are re-energized and ready to take on the Grand Bahama Power Company. Pastor Eddie Victor says it is time to protest and object the unsustainable rates and charges by the power company. He says they are collecting signatures for a petition which are demanding 5 resolutions.
Hundreds of people lived without power during the Christmas holiday season, and we cannot enter into a new year with citizens and businesses having to bear unsustainable high electricity costs. Enough is enough. Officially today, the Coalition of Concerned Citizens launches a petition drive to lower the cost of power on Grand Bahama. The goal of this petition drive is to secure 15,000 signatures and to present the petition to the Grand Bahama Power Company, the regulators, the Grand Bahama Port Authority, the Minister of Grand Bahama, and the Prime Minister of the Bahamas.
In 2012, another organization held a petition against the Grand Bahama Power Company for what they considered high electricity bills. A part of that group was Roger Johnson, who says he will continue the crusade until something happens. His hope is that with a new government, their cries and the cries of the people will be heard.
We hope that our government will certainly be batting for us as Grand Bahamians who suffered so much. And so we are hoping that this will be a change. And whether we achieve the 15,000 or not, the good sense says it's the right thing to do.
Also joining the cause is leader of the Enough movement, Kendall Colebrook.
We are paying daily with our lives. We are watching our mothers and fathers grow old and dying out and not seeing us relieved from this pressure. This pressure that the Port Authority is allowing the power company to put on us has to stop. And we together, collectively, can put a stop to it. So I put my face out there, I put my name out there, I put my family behind me to fight for them. I'm asking every man in Grand Bahama to get out of your comfort zone, put the remote control down, and come and join this fight.
The Coalition for Concerned Citizens say the petition will be posted at churches, banks, and throughout Grand Bahama. They say without the support of the Grand Bahama community, the reduction in electricity bills cannot be possible. Well, the Grand Bahama Power Company is responding to the charges, claiming that over the holidays there were approximately 200 customers disconnected for non-payment, or 1% of the total customer base, and not 500 customers, as stated by members of the coalition. According to the statement, the latest Carolec benchmark study confirmed that Grand Bahama Power rates remain competitive, placing the company at the lower end of the scale. They also noted that the improved efficiency of the new West Sunrise plant and improved operational efficiencies have resulted in a reduction of the fuel component of the bill. And finally, in news this evening, students at a local private institution learning a valuable lesson today from police officers. Sabrina Brown fills us in.
Choose today to do right. Choose today not to waste time with drugs and crime. Choose!
On the heels of 2 major drug hauls in Grand Bahama, Drug Enforcement Unit officers took time out Thursday morning to take their campaign against drugs to the students at Grand Bahama Academy.
The truth of the matter is drugs breeds crime. And if you don't try and deal with the situations now for our future leaders, then the epidemic will probably get worse in the Bahamas. We want to weed out what we can now, reinstill good values in the youth, so they are our future leaders.
Drug Enforcement Unit Officer Sergeant Carlton Butler Jr. says while they focused on the effects of drugs on the mind and body, they also highlighted the consequences of dealing drugs.
Profit without true hard work, without true values, doesn't last, and which is what's going on now. The law provides us the ability, the authority to take away anything that's illegally earned.
Principal at the Grand Bahama Academy, Sidney Forbes, talks about the significance of this initiative.
Drugs seem to be common in our country, particularly here in Grand Bahama. And we don't want our students to become involved. And so what we thought to do was to bring the Drug Enforcement Unit here to let them understand what drug is all about, the consequences involved with dealing with drugs, so that they would understand and be able to avoid becoming involved with using or abusing drugs.
Sabrina Brown, ZNS Network News.